What's going on YouTube? It's Phil here, back with another video. So I thought I would make a video today about something that's been on my mind for a little while. And if you've been following the channel at all, you know that I got out of a corporate job a little while ago now to pursue a completely different direction in life. And sort of what I want to talk about today. So, as men, we get sold a whole bunch of lies in society. And I love the Matrix analogy. It's one of my favorite movies. Came out in 99, and there were so many good movies that came out in 99. And pretty much since then, there haven't been that many good movies coming out. In 99, so many good movies. You had American Beauty, which is about a similar concept. You had The Matrix. Yeah, you had a whole bunch of really good movies, and then we kind of live in the Matrix right now. Like nothing is real, everything is fake, everything's manipulated. Social media, algorithms, what you see is not what you get, and it's only getting worse. Now AI is here. This is just going to ramp up. We are living in the Matrix, and as a man, you got to unplug, man. You got to unplug from this Matrix. You got to see through it. And the Matrix is there to control and exploit and make a whole bunch of people rich who aren't you. A small bunch of people at the top are getting rich out of you by proactively controlling you and making you into a good little consumer so they can literally suck the life and the money out of you. All your money, attention, energy, time, you're being exploited. And one of the big ways, particularly men are exploited, women get exploited too in different ways. Women are the consumers actually, and then they use men as like a middleman. And this is where lust and X3X comes in. So men, our like Achilles heel is lust. Like it's just the way it is as a man. Sex sells, and the way they exploit you as a man, the way they control you and manipulate you as a man. Women do this, but women are doing it on behalf of actors who are in the shadows, controlling you, exploiting you, so they can take your money, take your energy, take your attention, your time, and your resources, and transfer that from you to them. So you got to wake up. You literally got to unplug from the Matrix and see what's happening and stop letting yourself be manipulated and controlled. And you got to stop letting society and women control you via lust and through S3X. Okay? And that's where semen retention comes in. So I'm on like 106 days now or whatever. So it's a good 3 months now. And now I'm at that point where it's just easy. I don't get drawn into lust. It's not, I've rewired my brain. The habit has been broken. I'm not looking at women in a lustful way. I'm definitely not on the corn. I'm not on the PMO, and now that I've got that good 3 months behind me, it's so much easier to not get pulled into all that. Like the whole pull of that, the really, because that lust, that's a very strong force that can really throw you off your center and you become ungrounded as a man, and that's when you're easy to manipulate. You're not grounded. You're like a leaf in the wind. You're blowing around, and you're susceptible to manipulation, particularly through lust, S3X, and all the stuff that society bombards you with. And it is a bombardment. Everywhere you go, they're constantly throwing S3X at you. Like the ads on TV, social media, the movies, just the way women present themselves. It's so saturated with S3X, and it's just manipulation, bros. And once you get your 90 days behind you, you can really just see it for what it is. And it's almost funny. Like I had a birthday dinner on Saturday night, and I went out with my friend. We had dinner with him and a bunch of friends and family, and it was an awesome night. But like after dinner, we walked back through a part of town called the Valley. And oh dude, it's a valley of depravity. It's really bad. Like just watching the young people walk around, and particularly the women. Like there was a group of these young girls near us, and they were just screaming and making noise, and it's just all designed to get your attention. They're wearing next to nothing, these low cut shirts, everything's hanging out, everything is on full display. And I'm looking at it, and not in a lustful way, but more in a just sad, disgusted, but it's almost funny just seeing that their theatrics, and that's what it is. It's just these over the top circus animal crazy antics and theatrics that they're using to get your attention. And I'm just looking at it like, this is just so, it's so pathetic. Like the way they, and like, I'm not saying women are pathetic, but because they've been manipulated too into thinking that they need to use lust. It's the other side of the coin, right? They're being manipulated as consumers because they show their bodies, they dress up, all the makeup, the clothes, all these beauty products, and they spend thousands of dollars on this stuff, presenting a hypersexualized version of themselves that is not real. It's all just a persona, it's all a character. And it's a caricature more than a character. It's this over the top, exaggerated, hypersexualized version of them. It's not real, and it's all in aid of making a very small percentage of society even richer. And the women are getting exploited because they're spending all the money on this stuff so they can manipulate the men, and the men are spending all the money on the women so they can have the women because they're caught in this lust cycle, and everyone's getting manipulated. And it just has to stop. People just have to go back to, I don't know if they ever did, but we've got to start treating people like human beings, and based on the content of the character, and not this caricature, this persona that people are presenting, and not making things transactional, and not allowing you to be manipulated, and not allowing women to play the role of the manipulator. Because as men, we lead, and like if we set the tone, and if we put lust and X3X at the front and center of everything, women are just going to fall into that. So we need more dudes to wake up, stop playing this silly game, stop entertaining the circus animals, these personas, stop buying into lust, and it's just stop this constant bombardment of S3X, this hypersexualized society. Just turn your back on it, bros, and you'll be so much happier, so much more calm, so much more collected. I did my meditation this morning, had a cup of green tea. I actually had a chat with a girl that she hit me up on social media just out of the blue, and this is female attraction. It Female attraction works in real life, but it also works over the internet. This is the crazy thing. When I'm on Semen Retention, I'm getting hit up just on my Facebook by girls. And that never happens. But on Semen Retention, it happens. This girl just adds me, and we're just talking. And I just had a video chat with her just then, for like half an hour while she's on a lunch break, and she's cool. She's a nice person. Doesn't mean it's going to go anywhere. I'm not necessarily looking to date her. We might have a coffee, or whatever. I don't even care now. But I'm not looking at her like a S3 object. I'm not looking to exploit her. I just enjoyed the chat. That was it. If there's people whose in company I'm going to enjoy, I'm just going to enjoy it. If there's good energy, I'll be there. I'll be present. If there's bad energy, I'm getting out of there as soon as possible. And it was a fun chat. But I'm not throwing myself in there for these things anymore. Like when I was on the apps and just these trying to manipulate a situation where S3X can happen. Like I've done that for so long. I've been through S3X addiction. I've been the guy trying to assert my own agenda on the situation, and it's really not healthy for me or for the other person, and I don't want to be that person anymore. And Semen Retention is just all part of that. It's just a way of unplugging from all that, getting my head right, being cool, calm, collected, having my focus back, and I'm just so much more grounded. I don't like when that energy, that S3X energy comes at me, it's almost funny now. I just can kind of laugh. I see it, it's so transparent. See it for what it is. Just be like, it's just a joke now. It's just so obvious and transparent what's going on. And I'm just like, a lot of these women, they're just dancing monkeys. They're just they're playing this character, and it's funny. It's a caricature. It's over the top. It's like watching a super exaggerated caricature of any character, and just being like, this is just funny, dude. You know when you see a cartoon of the women who, and everything's like over exaggerate. It's like that. That's what a lot of women, and I would say the majority of women, that's how they come across now. It's just this caricature, and I'm like, dude, keep dancing your little dance. Like, it's a little monkey dance. Like, it's just an act. It's a show. It's not, and it's just designed to manipulate. And it's just, I don't know. It's just funny. I'm just like, well, yeah, whatever. Good luck with that. Like, I'm not buying in. I just see it for what it is. And it's like, yeah, cool, man. Like, whatever, bro. Come at me when it's something real. So, but the point is, bros, men, we set the tone. We are the leaders. We've just got to unplug from all that manipulation, unplug from the matrix. Don't get a job because you think your job is going to get you women. Get a job that means something to you, where you can actually, you feel like you're on your purpose. You're giving something back to society that means something for you. Don't do it for the money. Don't do it for the women. Do it because that's what you're called to do, and that is going to be a life more meaningful. Because there's nothing sadder than dudes who get to the end of their life and they realize that they lived their life for somebody else. They did it for the money or for women, and they wasted their entire lives in pursuit of something that just left them empty and unhappy and unfulfilled. Bros, wake up. We got to unplug. And semen retention is all part of that. So I don't want to make this video too long. That's all I wanted to share with you today. So this is Phil here signing off. If you're listening, super appreciate you tuning in. If you're on the semen retention journey, doesn't matter if it's 1 day, 10 days, 100 days, 1,000 days, drop a comment below, drop a like. We're all in this together. Stay strong, stay on your path, and I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you on the next video.